Hi all out there, this is Joanna here with another video. I'm doing the Kansas City Royals, I believe, this time. I haven't done this team in forever. I feel like crap, man. I just feel like, total BS is going through my life. Yeah, that's always a fun little experiment to go through. It's like, are you, you know what I mean? Just like, you know, having moments you don't really want to have tonight. Um, tonight, February 3rd. Obviously this is really, I almost want to say this is a weird video because it's more of an sur surviving things that you don't want to do. Like, and I mean, because I don't feel like I've survived a lot. Obviously, I'm not like, never been assaulted, never been, have anything like that on the bus, but February 3rd, I was like having flashbacks. That guy harassed me, like, dude. And nobody did anything, right? That's the part that always gets me. Is like the bus driver kept driving the bus. I told her like the dude was harassing me. Like, what do you need? Like what do you need? Like someone's harassing dudes and like chicks on the bus, and you just go okay. I you know um. So this is one of those things where I just go, yo, you have like no compassion or humanity. To be honest with you, it scared the bejesus out of me. It still does, because guess what? It's only happened once, so I think I talked about it maybe one other time. But, it's like when you have these events happen, man, they're bitches to get over. Straight up murder, you know? You gotta like deal with people. I mean, I don't get it. Like, this woman bus driver, I'm like laughing to myself, like, yo, okay, so if someone harassed you, you've got a nice little shield to go, oh, you can shut it. You know, shove it. But me, I gotta deal with it, and you can't even like get off your ass and go to the police station or call the cops or something. Like, you have no humanity. I am, and this is like just harassment, not even like assault, right? And I'm not saying that there's one magical cure-all here, but I don't know. I was kind of laugh because it's like, on one hand, nobody should be assaulted, nobody should be harassed, nobody should have fears of going on the bus at night because they're gonna get, jerked around by someone on certain routes that goes into Hartford. Like, I should not have that fear, but I do. I still do. I've been into Hartford, been there at night, been into Manchester at night, going from Manchester towards Hartford, and I still like, it's not fun. I'm like all beat up, and I'm like, it's like one of those things where it's like, people that have no compassion, no humanity. It's like, I don't have time for this. Like, I really don't. I mean, it still bothers me because like to have the both of those and someone's getting harassed around you, it's like, it's ridiculous, man. I'm not like I kept saying to this guy, I'm not into your thing. And it's like, oh, it still bothers me. I don't know. This is why I can't respect people, that show no compassion or humanity. It's like, like, I mean, when I see that, it's like you are now like legitimately subhuman. Like, and I mean that with regret because that's not something you should really want to put on somebody. Like you're just not a human being. Like you freaking let me get harassed because I'm big and I'm tall. What kind of logic is that? Like, I would have killed. Like, to be honest, I would have kicked this dude's ass, but again, I don't want to because I don't like jail. I don't like that stuff. I really don't. I don't get why it's okay for people to just bully me. You know, like that's the part I really don't get. And some of it's like I feel powerless sometimes. You know, like especially like right now where it's like you know where I'm just like I have no like. I mean, this is something like most people don't understand. Like, there's power. Like, obviously, I'm not ever gonna say if you're born a male, you have more power than a female. There's a lot of obvious ones like strength and shit. But sometimes I feel like power is also like, who can get away with shit and get away with it cleanly? It's like if I was a woman, I'd probably be raped. But there's also like people that would be like, oh, I feel bad for you, right? To use that example, that extreme example, not a good one. But like, if you're a dude, it's like, oh, just toughen up. You're supposed to be tough. You can take it. And again, I'm not advocating anything. I'm not advocating hurting someone. That's crazy. What I am saying is, if you're gonna tell someone toughen up, then you know what? You're an asshole. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I mean, like, or the other part, there's another one too that always gets me is where you're gonna tell someone, "Oh, you should cut your hair." Like, no, that's almost like what does that have to do with anything? Like, that's either a really dumb suggestion, which is better than the alternative because the alternative is they're using that to further their own ends. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, we're gonna use this traumatic event to like get what we want out of her. This is why I can't trust humanity. I literally can't because I'm like I feel like crap. I really do. I mean I mean the baseball game's kind of irrelevant because it's still like reliving those moments of being like this dude's gonna fight me and like everybody just seems okay with it. That's the part I hate because it's like I'm not gonna fight this dude. I don't want any kind of fallout like that or anybody to get hurt. Like it's not my intent. And of course, I'm gonna get censored for this because it's just what it is. But I mean, I get it. I'm talking really, really heinous, horrendous stuff. The things I've mentioned, I probably should get not put this for kids. I mean, I never do it anyways because I know that I'm like a loose lip person. I'll do this sort of thing. Like, oh, gonna talk about Dragon Ball Z, then all of a sudden gonna talk about this. Like, I just think it's important to talk about this. Like, if you want to like claim certain things, like, oh, we want this person to be like, it's there's only one humanity. Like, what I mean. You can, like it's. I'm not saying that like to be really weird, but think about it, right? There's all different kinds of races, cultures, gender descriptions, all that stuff. I'm a part of that. I support people, but there's only one thing we all are at the end of the day. That's a human being. So we all should have some compassion and humanity for those around us. Not this like, oh, you're a man, you could take it kind of crap that I'm just like, you out of your mind? Like, if you were on the ground or if you were getting harassed, oh, that's okay. I'll be like I still let that stuff bother me, and I can't believe I do that because I'm like, you know, I mean, it's just weird. It's like one of those things where I'm like, look, I don't even deserve this. I really, oh, come on. Yeah, I get a run there. That was nice. I still feel like crap. I still feel like it's like one of those things you think that a few weeks after this event, you people would be like, you'd be like, oh, this is over. I can move on. Like, it doesn't work that way, you know? Like, especially like for me, I'm not the most healthy coping person. I quit games when I lose, so yeah, I'm not healthy with that. But I'm also like a human being. I don't know. I'm flawed. So I'm like losing my phone here in a minute. Like flawed is it's just that way we are, man. like, I'm like losing my mind. I'm losing whatever sanity I got left, which I hate because I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. I don't know. I'm just like losing it, losing it, losing, and it's like I'm losing, I'm losing. I'm constantly doing this to myself, man. It's like one of those things where you realize you're just fucked. Like I mean, I of course I almost lose the lead on that, which is great. I mean, my foot itches still like a motherfucker. Great, fantastic. You gotta deal with the damn doctor. Like, doctors fucking suck. Okay, yeah. All right. What time is it? Cause I'm almost at the end of this my rope here. I'm about ready to brutally go off, and I can't do that. Like everything I've said so far has been calm, but this is like there's a point where I'm just like, no, life is now valueless. And as I'm like dipping further into madness here, I mean, I don't know why people go life has value when so many human beings treat it like it's nothing. I can't, I can't, like my breaking point, right? Like literally, like I don't even know if I'm gonna release this video because part of me is like I don't want to do that to myself. I mean, I really don't. Even though that was a pretty great play, I'm happy, but I'm also like running around like a freaking jerk. I feel miserable. All right, I feel like crap. You know, I can't obviously phone a friend right now because this is what 10:40 at night. So yeah, that's it's pretty desolate here in my life. It's like what, about 13 minutes. I'm trying to get a quickie here, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. So I don't even know when this is gonna go up because this is being recorded probably a day or two, you know, ahead of time. Like I'm just crippled, right? I'm not crippled physically, but I'm crippled mentally. I can't get out of my own way. You know, it's kind of crazy. But it's also like I can't. I'm starting to get out of it a little bit though. I noticed that too with myself, like where it's like not even because I'm winning. It's more really because I'm like it's just what happens. You know, it's like one of those things where you're like, yeah, I'm not winning in life. I'm actually probably a deadbeat. I don't know. That's a really nice thought. Went from I'm feeling a little bit better to that. Like okay, gotta like just tone it down a little bit, right? Be like, I'm not that bad. Like everybody always thinks that they're not that bad, and then there's me. It's like I kind of suck. Alright. I'm trying to shut up too, right? Like it's like I want to talk about these important issues that are going on in my head. But part of me is also like I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to. I don't like this. I don't like being like cold. I really don't. Like, especially when it's like one of those things where like people don't understand. Like in a way, like if you don't like treat me as a human being, why would I treat you as one? Why would I give you the right to do things? Like it's like oh It's like, come on, people. Like, I mean, I don't know. I want to go to bed, but I know the guy above me is probably gonna start playing loud music. I was like just a constant like fu that I get out of my life here in a minute. Right, like you want to go to bed, the guy above you just f that. I'm playing my loud rock and roll. It's like, what the? But great, just great, you know. Like, no offense to that guy. He's probably all right, but it's like you just had to do it now. Oh, I don't know. Like I know they got that three batter rule now in Major League Baseball. It's like, bro, it's just something that is just weird, right? Because it's like you want to shorten the pace of the game, like to get back into sports here. You know, like that's fine. Shorten the pace of the game, but god damn it, why are you putting three batter minimum things on like managers? It's like, bro, that takes some of the fun out of baseball. Like three batter, is it three batters or three outs? Because if it's three outs, that's worse. You know. Like, I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna go kill myself one of these days, and I can't believe I just said that. Oh, what the fuck? Like, I'm just that was really out of nowhere. And I have to say out of nowhere because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I know I'm depressed. But damn, that was like too far, too far, too soon. Oh, I mean, I got so much things I gotta do tomorrow. I'm like, I do laundry. I'm like trying to calculate in my head. That this is stressful, but it's also like, yep, that's what you do. I got oh crap. Because I'm trying to judge what am I going to do with the laundry. Well, okay, what pays for the what now? I know $62 is accounted for, so as long as I don't get below that, I'm fine. You know, it's like one of those things where you're just like, okay, 62 is the amount I have to be at least to be at, you know, without going into the negative. And that's a fun experience. It's like, okay, what's the negative? Shut up, Billy, shut up. You know? Alright. Yeah, because I can go $5 over, but I don't like doing that because that's kind of playing behind the eight ball. So I'm gonna have to like do other things, you know. I might. I do like the libraries though, because that's kind of a nice place to hang out, do that sort of thing, do some Uber. What killed me today was I ordered from Uber like a dumb freaking like that was a meatball, so that's gone. But yeah, I ordered from Uber and I was like, the reason why I was at the library, and I was like, yo, I'm hungry. And to be honest, I'm a diabetic, so I didn't even know what to do. I was like, great, I'm hungry. I need to get some sugar. I also turned down some deliveries too. Like some of them were far away, but some of them I was just like, no. Like I mean, like, cause I'm doing it on a bike, so anything with 2 drinks is iffy, you know? Oh man. The good thing is my parents live near MCC, so that's a huge plus. Right? Be like, okay, I can go to MCC, hang out there, maybe do some deliveries. The problem is I have no bus pass, so also the worst part is guess what? I'm like, guess what, chicken butt? But no, it's like, oh, I told my parents like I don't have a bus pass. They'll be like, what are you talking about? Like we gave you one, or they'll be like, oh, you didn't budget correctly. Like, no, dude, like it's not that, not really that. It's just like I tried to get more of my credit card bill paid off. So yeah, that's what I did. I don't know why I did it, but I was like, eh. Like, and this is also one of those things where it's like I don't like not being able to afford things. I want to make sure I could pay off something real quick here. And so I'm like, okay, I better make sure my computer can get paid off. Right? Like, be like, okay, what's that gonna look like? Yep. Alright. Alright, so I gotta pay $14.08 due in March. Okay, so part of me is like, this is dumb. Okay. Alright. Okay, so part of me is like, okay, I bought a computer, got that. I signed up for a new a loan, I got that. I plan on paying it off more and more as I get more money here. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I pay it off on the first. Key is gonna be budgeting, because this is what sucks about life. Is you be like, oh, I got this. I don't got this. All right. All right, I'm good here. I don't know what else to talk about. So, all right, bye.